So I have 2 of these left to replace, and we're going to use the ball joint separator. We're going to just put it on there and compress it, and then it will push the stud out through the back, and then you can just pop it out and pop the new one in. You can use this to press them in as well. You just change the pressing position, spin it around this way, and then press them in. Okay, but you do want to make sure that they're pressed in nice and levelly. And then the only other comment I'll mention is the ball joint separator that I have is not from Harbor Freight. It's from AutoZone or something. And the problem I have with this one is that the knurl setting here doesn't fit through the hole here. So we're going to have to space this off, and we're going to use this pair of vice grips to just clamp onto the back of it like this, on the back of the hub very lightly, and then when we're compressing, it'll push that up through the hole. Um, if you're just using one of these standard, if you just have these standard studs that are not as wide, they fit completely in the hole and would have just pushed right out with this ball joint separator. All right, I'm going to set the camera up and move it over to this area so we can watch what I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to try to do this in one take. So first thing is, remember, while we can put this on here, the actual jaws don't go around the flare on this. So if you were to try to do it like this, you would just be compressing the bolt against itself. So that will not work. So I need to make some space. So I'm going to use some vice grips. I stick the vice grips on there. I only want the vice grips to be on here sort of loose because we want the bolt to be able to slide independent of the vice grips. So they're on here kind of loose. The bolt will definitely be able to slide through there under pressure. Okay. Next thing, we need to align this onto our clamp here, and we need to get it on there nicely, kind of deep, and get it on there kind of tight. Get it on there finger tight. Let me try to get this on there. Then you can take a ratchet, tighten it up enough that it's not going to move, right? So now it's not going to move. So let's look at it. It's sort of centered on that. We've got our space in between here for it to pop up through, right? So at this point, you should put on some safety glasses because you don't want to have this whole assembly fly off here and smack you in the face. The next thing you should do is use your ratchet to ratchet this out. I'm not going to use my ratchet to ratchet this out because otherwise we'd have to do a time fast forward. You just watch me crank, 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 crank. We're just going to use the impact. Make sure the impact is on 1. You don't want too much pressure. Okay, let's see if we can get this guy to pop out. There we go. Popped out. Okay, now let's loosen it. Loosen this. Now you can see that the space, it's almost popped out. You could do 2 things. You could take this guy and you could spin it around. Not spin it around, but we'll spin it around, but change the setting on it to the lower setting. So now it's on the lower setting. This will now fit under here. See how it fits now? I can push it the rest of the way out, but I'm just going to take a hammer and pop it out. So now it's out. There we go. Okay, now we're going to stick a new one in. We have our empty hole. We just slide it into the hole, and we want to get it straight, right? We want to get it straight. Make sure that you put on your safety glasses. You are about to whack some stuff, and then just kind of line it up. Now in my case, I could whack it all the way in. It's going to go right in because of the way the knurl size here is in comparison to the hole here. So we're just going to put it all the way in. There we go. It's in. But if you wanted to press it in, it's tight. But if you wanted to press it in, you would take this, you would move it down to the next setting. Now it's in the next setting, right? And you would take it, put it on here, and do the same process. Just tighten this down, use your wrench, tighten it down, and it'll tighten it down and it'll push it into the hole. The main thing you want to make sure if you're going to use this to press is that it is dead center on the center of that, because you do not want to press these in crooked, right? So now we have one left to do. We're going to pull this guy out, and then this wheel will be ready to mount with the hub.